top, take it higher, that's a thought. Never stopping, that's a must.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike set. UAT. Mike 5-4. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist. Down and go. Watch the shot. Down and go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 45 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
For it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost...
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. He's at the 30, the 20, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota complete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Titans.
Come on.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is caught. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15. First down, Titans.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Kill. 3. 1.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike's 54.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Put the boys down. He's coming. Hey, watch out. Check right out.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 54. He's crashing. Alert. Delta. He's mine. Deuce. Hey, 31.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's put...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mariota throwing his throw on the money to Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Titan football. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mariota on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mariota going deep for Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, get me right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards, the final tally. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. One.
To throw, Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got it. Hey, check Mike 7. Let's go. 39. All day.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I got it. One.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will have a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on second and 10. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
DJ Chark. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set. Blue lane. Watch the run.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Mariota now. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, a run with Hyde. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Break. We're set. 19. 54 Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Check 15. Check 22. Check cover. 22. Check cover.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our 55. Watch 83. Watch 83.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota is going to fire one deep over the middle, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Bravo! Check 55, Mike. Get.
Third and long here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Hyde. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You ain't got nothing.
On third down, Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an out. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
Set, 19, 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. And let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Watson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to